Here on Kenmount Hill in St. John's, looking at this old tower. I don't know the complete history, but I believe it's quite old. I think it had something to do with the Newfoundland Railway at one point in time. I've been coming up here for a long time, and I actually have a picture I'll put on the screen from 2008 when there was actually a building here and had the Newfoundland telephone logo on it. And even at that time, that company had not used that logo for a long time. They'd been bought out, so I'm not even sure if they were doing anything with it. And that building was removed, and then there was a smaller shelter here about 2014. Put a picture on the screen of that being there, so someone must have been doing something in there, or maybe they had to remove that original building and they just moved stuff into the small one. I'm not sure, but they're both gone now. There's one or two antennas left up there, but clearly not being used, and that's it. Doesn't seem to be much of a future for this being used again, although it looks fine. It could be. I guess no one really needs it or wants to bother building anything here when you can co-locate on this big CBC tower here. I'll have another video on that. And just behind this one is what I believe is a bell tower. I've seen a bell truck here at it before. There's no identifying marks. It's an odd thing to me. It seems like in America things are labeled a lot more, even for, say, an emergency phone number or something, if you had to call if there was a problem. Nothing's really labeled around here. There used to be some bent up, broken antennas on that, so that's gone. There's only a couple up there and a microwave dish, so not sure exactly what it's for. It's graffitied, as is most stuff up here. Look down the road, there's a taller bell tower, and that is in another video you can see on this channel. So here's a fairly small tower. It's been here for a long time. Not sure what it's for, who owns it. Again, no writing of any kind on it. Well, there's a security sign now. That hasn't been here before, so at least you could call them. But usually it's had no writing, so you have no idea who owns it. Like if it was on fire, I guess, I don't know who you would call. The fire department first, but you know what I mean. So, antenna there, a couple up higher, and there's that microwave dish. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's right there behind the tower. Hard to see, it's so small. So not much here, not a whole lot of power. Phone line coming in. It's maintained. There's a fairly new deck, some old concrete. Maybe there was an older building here at one point. Could be anything. Could be taxi, fire department. I think it's probably not healthcare, just based on the real lack of security here. Relatively easy to cut the waveguide there if one were inclined to do so. A few scraps of wires around, but other than that, fairly maintained, clean site. As always, if you know anything about what you're seeing, write in the comments for us nerds to talk about. Go take a close look at this other one here. It's a self-supported tower, no guy wires. I really don't know much about this. I've seen a few around the city that look similar, like with the propane tanks, the self-supporting towers, similar antennas, so not sure if they're related in some way. Could be RCMP, could be the regional police, the RNC, could be anything, as I say in every video. There's some that I do know, and you'll hear in those videos I'll talk about them, but again, no sign, no contact information, no real clue whatsoever. Just some vulgar graffiti on everywhere. Climb guards here. The locks are nice and shiny, so it's pretty well maintained. Clearly in use. Fair bit of waveguide going up there for different things. Looks like a piece of the climb guard missing. It's quite large once you get up close. Not too tall, I don't know. 100 feet? Maybe. If I were to guess. You could look at the various antennas in the different directions, which makes me think again that maybe these other similar ones I've seen are related. They're communicating with each other around the area. And this is a bell tower, which you can check out in another video. So I will link to that, but I'm not going to put it in this video. Let's come around this side here. Assuming the propane is for backup generator. Nothing interesting back here. It's just a light electricity feed. Maybe a couple of phone lines or cable. Can't see what that is. More concrete over here too, which maybe was from something else that used to be here. And there's that bell tower from a different angle in the other video. So here you can see the one we just looked at. And then in the very back is the CBC Kenmount Hill transmitter. And you'll see that in another video in detail.